What happens when a legendary franchise realizes that time is running out and desperation starts creeping into every front office conversation? The Los Angeles Lakers are currently engaged in what can only be described as a frantic scramble to surround their aging superstar LeBron James and prime-age Luka Doncic with the perfect supporting cast. But their latest trade pursuits brilliant strategic moves, or the panicked decisions of an organization that knows their championship window is slamming shut. The magic gamble that could backfire spectacularly. Let's start with the elephant in the room, Jonathan Isaac. The Orlando Magic forward has become the latest name whispered in Lakers trade discussions. And honestly, this potential move has more red flags than a communist parade. NBA insider Jovan Buha didn't mince words when evaluating Isaac as a trade target, stating bluntly that while he believes Isaac is available, the concerns surrounding him are genuinely alarming. Isaac's injury history reads like a medical textbook. In 8 NBA seasons, he's managed to play more than 70 games exactly twice. That's not just concerning. It's downright terrifying for a team that's already walking on eggshells with an aging core. The former 6th overall pick has shown flashes of defensive brilliance when healthy, but when healthy has become the operative phrase that haunts every conversation about his value. But here's where things get really interesting and potentially explosive. Boha hinted at off-court stuff with Isaac that might not mesh well with LeBron James. While the specifics weren't detailed, anyone who follows the NBA knows that locker room chemistry can make or break championship aspirations. The Lakers have worked too hard building their current culture to risk it on a player whose availability and compatibility remain question marks. The basketball fit presents its own challenges. Isaac's skill set would create an awkward overlap with Jared Vanderbilt, and his inability to stretch the floor consistently limits offensive spacing that's crucial for maximizing Doncic and James's playmaking abilities. The only scenario where this trade makes sense is if Vanderbilt gets moved in the same deal or shipped elsewhere, but that creates another hole that needs filling. The Celtic connection, raiding Boston's championship DNA, now here's where the Lakers' strategy gets genuinely fascinating. After already poaching Marcus Smart from their historic rivals, Los Angeles is reportedly eyeing another former Boston Celtic, Jrue Holiday. This isn't just about talent acquisition. This is about psychological warfare and championship pedigree extraction. Holiday's 2024 championship run with Boston proved he still has elite two-way impact at age 35. His defensive versatility and playoff experience are exactly what championship contending teams crave. During his lone season in Boston, Holiday averaged 11.1 points, while shooting a respectable 44.3% from the field and 35.3% from three-point range. More importantly, he earned his 6th All-Defensive Team selection while helping anchor a defense that led the Celtics to their 18th championship. The financial reality is where this gets complicated. Holiday is owed $104.4 million over the next 3 seasons, which represents a significant investment in a player entering his mid-30s. However, in today's NBA, where championship windows are measured in years rather than decades, that contract might actually represent value if Holiday can help deliver a title to Los Angeles. Grant Afseth of FastBreakJournal.com reported that Holiday's name continues surfacing in NBA circles as a potential Lakers target, with multiple sources indicating he's being monitored closely. The Trail Blazers, Holiday's current team, would likely be motivated sellers if the right package materialized. The veteran wing shopping spree. But wait, there's more. The Lakers' trade appetite apparently knows no bounds, as reports indicate they're simultaneously engaged in discussions for not one, but 2 additional wing players, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope and Donte DiVincenzo. Caldwell-Pope represents a homecoming story that Lakers fans would recognize immediately. The veteran guard spent 4 seasons in Los Angeles from 2017 to 2021, averaging 11.1 points and 3.2 rebounds while becoming a crucial defensive piece during their 2020 championship run. His familiarity with the organization and proven ability to contribute in high-pressure situations make him an intriguing target. However, his recent performance with Orlando raises questions about his current effectiveness. Last season's averages of 8.7 points and 2.2 rebounds represent a significant drop-off from his peak production, though playing for a young, developing Magic team might not have maximized his skill set. DiVincenzo presents a different profile entirely. His 2024-25 season with Minnesota showcases versatility as he contributed 11.7 points, 3.7 rebounds, and 3.6 assists while providing consistent effort on both ends. His journey through Milwaukee, Sacramento, Golden State, and New York has given him diverse system experience that could prove valuable in adapting to the Lakers' championship-focused culture. The bigger picture, building depth or creating chaos. What's most revealing about these simultaneous trade pursuits is what they say about the Lakers' current roster construction philosophy. They're not just looking for incremental improvements. They're attempting to build championship-level depth that can withstand the rigors of a playoff run. The addition of Marcus Smart, DeAndre Ayton, and Jake LaRavia during free agency already demonstrated their commitment to surrounding James and Doncic with complementary talent. Now, these trade discussions suggest they're willing to be even more aggressive in pursuit of title-contending depth. The challenge becomes integration and chemistry. Adding multiple new pieces simultaneously can create growing pains that championship-contending teams can't afford. The Lakers need these potential acquisitions to contribute immediately, not spend months learning systems and building relationships. The championship timeline reality check every move the Lakers are considering must be viewed through the lens of their championship window. LeBron James, despite his remarkable longevity, is 40 years old. Even with Doncic's prime at 26, there's no guarantee this core will have multiple seasons to figure things out. This urgency explains why they're willing to consider players like Isaac despite his injury history, or Holiday despite his expensive contract. Championship opportunities are rare, and the Lakers understand that half measures rarely result in championship parades. The question becomes whether they're making calculated championship-focused decisions or panicked moves driven by the fear of wasting another season. History will ultimately judge these pursuits based on their playoff success, but the ambition is undeniable. What's next for Lakers Nation? These trade discussions represent more than just roster construction. They're a statement about championship expectations and organizational ambition. Whether Isaac, Holiday, Caldwell Pope, or DiVincenzo end up in Lakers uniforms, the message is clear. This franchise isn't content with mediocrity. The next few weeks will determine whether these pursuits develop into actual transactions or remain exploratory conversations. Either way, Lakers fans should expect their front office to remain aggressive in seeking upgrades that could make the difference between another disappointing playoff exit and championship glory. What do you think about these potential moves? Should the Lakers prioritize Isaac's upside despite his injury history, or focus on proven veterans like Holiday? Are Caldwell Pope and DiVincenzo the type of depth pieces that win championships? Share your thoughts in the comments below and hit that like button if you think the Lakers are making all the right moves to build another championship team.